What if the next chapter of Heartland changes everything Amy thought she knew about her future? Season 20 is already creating huge questions, and the biggest one is simple. What is waiting for Amy when she steps back into the world of Heartland? The official trailer could bring emotional reunions, difficult choices, family drama, and one surprise that nobody sees coming. After everything Amy has faced, she may finally be ready to move forward. But moving forward does not always mean leaving the past behind. In this video, we are breaking down the first major clues from the Season 20 trailer and looking at why this new chapter could be one of the most emotional stories Heartland has ever told. The moment the Season 20 story begins, it feels like Heartland Ranch is no longer exactly the same place Amy has known for years. The ranch is still filled with horses, family memories, and the peaceful views fans love, but underneath that calm feeling, something seems different. Amy has spent so much of her life helping others through their problems, healing horses, and protecting the place that means so much to her. But this time, the biggest problem may not be a horse. It may be Amy herself. The trailer appears to set up a new stage in Amy's life where she has to think about what she really wants. For years, her choices have been connected to her family, her children, the ranch, and the people she loves. She has always found a way to keep going, even when life gave her painful surprises. But Season 20 could ask Amy a much harder question. What happens when the life you built no longer feels like the life you want? That question becomes even more interesting when we look at the people around her. Amy is not alone at Heartland, and every decision she makes can affect the entire family. Old memories could come back at the worst possible time, while new people and new relationships could push her toward a future she never expected. The trailer may show only a few short moments, but those moments can tell us a lot about the emotional direction of the new season. There is also a strong feeling that the ranch itself could become part of the conflict. Heartland has always been more than a home. It is a place filled with history, family traditions, and memories that Amy cannot simply walk away from. If something threatens that future, Amy may have to make a choice between holding on to the past and taking a risk on something new, and that is where the real mystery begins. The Season 20 trailer may not be showing the full story. Some of the most important details could be hidden behind quick shots, emotional reactions, and moments that seem simple at first. One look between two characters, one conversation, or one unexpected arrival could completely change how we understand Amy's journey. So while the trailer may appear to promise another beautiful Heartland season, there could be a much bigger story hiding underneath. Amy may be standing at the start of a decision that could change her family, her future, and even the meaning of Heartland Ranch itself. And if the trailer is giving us even a small hint of what is coming, fans should prepare for an emotional ride. The most interesting thing about the Season 20 trailer is not simply what we see, but what the trailer makes us feel. From the first moments, there is a sense that something is about to change at Heartland. The familiar ranch is still there, the horses are still at the center of the story, and the family is still trying to stay together, but the mood feels different. It is almost as if everyone knows that the next chapter will force them to make choices they cannot avoid. Amy appears to be at the center of that change. She has spent years learning how to deal with loss, pressure, family problems, and the demands of caring for horses. She has also learned that healing someone else does not always mean you have healed yourself. That idea could become one of the biggest themes of Season 20. Amy may look strong on the outside, but inside, she could be struggling with questions about where her life is heading. What makes this even more exciting is the possibility that Amy is not simply facing one problem. She could be caught between several different parts of her life at once. Her responsibilities at Heartland could pull her in one direction, while her personal life pushes her somewhere completely different. The people closest to her may also have their own plans, which means Amy cannot make every decision based only on what everyone else wants. And then there is the ranch itself. Heartland has always represented safety, family, and memories, but Season 20 could challenge that idea. What if protecting Heartland requires Amy to give up something she deeply cares about? What if staying at the ranch means making a sacrifice? Or what if leaving it for even a short time becomes the only way she can discover what she really wants? The trailer may also be setting up a fresh emotional conflict between the past and the future. Fans know that Amy carries many memories with her, especially memories connected to people who changed her life. Those memories can never simply disappear. But season 20 could show Amy finally learning how to respect her past without allowing it to control every decision she makes. There is another detail that makes the trailer even more interesting. The characters around Amy seem to be changing too. New choices, new relationships, and unexpected problems could create tension inside the family. Someone who once seemed completely certain about their future may suddenly have doubts. Someone else may return with information that forces Amy to rethink everything. And one emotional conversation could reveal that not everyone at Heartland agrees about what should happen next. That is why the season 20 trailer feels bigger than a simple return to the ranch. It looks like the beginning of a turning point. The horses may still bring people together, but the real story could be about the choices that happen when nobody has an easy answer. And if the trailer is only giving us the surface of the story, then there may be one major surprise waiting underneath it all. Amy could believe she knows exactly where her future is going, only to discover that someone or something from the past is about to change the entire direction of her life. The biggest question is no longer whether Heartland will continue. The real question is whether Amy is ready for what comes next. Amy has spent years helping other people find answers, but season 20 could put her in a position where there is no easy answer for her. That may be the biggest change in the new story. Instead of simply helping someone else through a difficult moment, Amy could finally be forced to look at her own life and ask a question she has been avoiding for a long time. Is she truly happy with the future she is building? Or has she been staying strong for everyone else while quietly putting her own feelings aside? This is where the trailer could become much more emotional. Amy is not the same person she was when Heartland first began. She has grown, faced heartbreak, raised a family, built her skills, and carried the responsibility of keeping the ranch moving forward. Every experience has changed her, but growth can also create a problem. Sometimes the person you become wants something different from the person you used to be. That could explain some of the emotional moments surrounding Amy in season 20. She may find herself looking at people and places that remind her of the past while trying to imagine a future that feels completely new. The ranch gives her a sense of home, but it also carries years of memories. Every corner of Heartland has a story. Every horse has a connection. Every family member has played a part in shaping her life. Walking away from any of that would never be simple, but staying could be just as difficult. The trailer may be hinting that Amy has to choose between what feels familiar and what could make her truly happy. That does not necessarily mean she will leave Heartland. In fact, the bigger twist could be that she stays, but changes the way she lives and works at the ranch. Maybe she finally starts making decisions for herself instead of always trying to protect everyone around her. Then there is the question of Nathan. His presence could add another layer to Amy's decision. Whether their connection becomes stronger or creates even more confusion, Nathan may represent something Amy has not fully understood about her future. If he wants a different life from the one Amy has planned, she could be forced to decide how much she is willing to change. Phoenix could also become important in this emotional journey. Horses have always helped Amy understand people and feelings that are difficult to explain with words. If Phoenix becomes connected to a major storyline, the horse could once again help Amy discover something she has been unable to see clearly, and that is what makes season 20 so interesting. The biggest conflict may not come from a villain or a dramatic event. It may come from Amy finally realizing that she cannot keep living only for everyone else. At some point, she has to choose her own path. The trailer may be giving fans a glimpse of that moment, but it is not showing us the full answer. Amy could be closer than ever to making the biggest decision of her life, and when that decision finally arrives, it may affect far more than just her. It could change the future of Heartland itself. The biggest question left hanging over season 20 is not simply what happens to Amy, but what happens to Heartland when Amy finally makes her choice. After everything she has experienced, this season could bring her to a moment where there is no way to keep everyone happy. She may have to choose between protecting the life she already knows and taking a chance on a future that feels completely different. That is what makes the trailer so interesting. The biggest surprise may not be something loud or dramatic. It could be a quiet moment that reveals Amy is thinking about her future in a way we have never seen before. A conversation, a look, or even a decision involving the ranch could be a clue that something much bigger is coming. For years, Heartland has been about families staying together through difficult times. But staying together does not always mean staying exactly the same. People grow, children grow up, relationships change, and dreams can move in different directions. Season 20 could explore that reality in a much deeper way. Amy may also have to deal with the weight of her past. Memories can be powerful, especially when they are connected to people who are no longer part of her everyday life. She cannot erase those memories, but she can decide what they mean for her future. That could become one of the most emotional parts of the new season. And then there is the future of the ranch. If Heartland faces a major challenge, Amy may have to prove that the ranch can survive without everything staying exactly as it was. That could lead to new ideas, new responsibilities, and even new people becoming part of the Heartland family. The place fans know and love could begin to change while still keeping the heart of the story alive. The trailer could also be setting up one final mystery. Someone may know something Amy does not. A secret decision, an unexpected return, or a hidden problem could suddenly put everything at risk. If that happens, Amy will have to act quickly, and her choice could affect the entire family. What makes this even more exciting is that Season 20 has the chance to honor everything that came before while still giving Amy a new direction. This does not have to be about forgetting the past. It can be about understanding the past and finally being brave enough to move forward. So, as fans look at the trailer, one question should stay in the back of their minds. What if the biggest twist is not about who returns, who leaves, or who ends up together? What if the real twist is Amy finally choosing the life she wants? That could make Season 20 more than another chapter of Heartland. It could become a turning point for Amy, her family, and the ranch itself. And if the trailer is only showing us the beginning, then the biggest emotional moment may still be waiting for us when the season truly begins.